Please, everyone should be careful out there. This story speaks directly to one of the biggest problems many Nigerians are facing today: kidnapping and robbery. It is a painful reminder of how dangerous it has become for ordinary people to travel from one place to another, especially when using public transport. A young lady was kidnapped, and as many of us already know, robbery has become one of the biggest concerns in this country. The issue of one-chance robbery has continued to spread, and these criminals have been terrorizing innocent Nigerians for far too long. Even though the government has made efforts to fight these crimes, many people believe those efforts are still not enough. But among the few people who have continued to stand up for humanity, even at the risk of their own lives, one name that stands out is Harrison Gwanichu, a human rights activist who has spent much of his life fighting for justice and for the safety of ordinary people. Now let me tell you what happened. A young lady left Onitsha heading to Asaba. Before she started her journey, she called her sister and told her that she was coming to spend the weekend at her house in Onitsha. As she was traveling, she boarded a yellow and black shuttle bus from Onitsha. According to the report, that shuttle bus was supposed to drop her at Opiweka, where she would then get another bus from Opiweka to Asaba. She said when she stopped the bus, she noticed that nobody was sitting in the front seat. Because of that, she opened the door and entered the front seat. There were other passengers sitting at the back. But what happened next changed everything. She said the next place she found herself was inside the forest. By that time, water had been poured on her. Her hands were tied, her legs were tied, and even her eyes were covered. She was completely helpless. The kidnappers began demanding that she should unlock her phone. She did, and from there, they started going through her phone and calling people in her contact looking for ransom money. According to the information, these criminals kept this young lady in their custody for over 2 weeks. For more than 2 weeks, she remained in the hands of kidnappers, and during that time, they reportedly took millions of naira using an account that belongs to somebody who lives in the United States. The kidnappers allegedly instructed the family on how to send the money. They told the family to exchange naira to dollars through the Bureau de Change. After that, the money was then wired to a foreign account in the US. And as many people have said, there is every possibility that the money may still find its way back into Nigeria. This is exactly why I keep posting these kinds of reports. It is not just to tell you the news, it is also to save lives. It is to make people more careful. It is to make sure that you, your family, your friends, and your neighbors understand the dangers that are out there. Now listen carefully. If you enter the front seat of a shuttle bus, somebody sitting behind you can use something like a handkerchief or another substance from the back and press it against your face. The moment that happens, you may black out immediately. Some people believe these one-chance criminals use some kind of substance, whether it is gas or another chemical, to carry out these attacks. The moment it touches your face, you may lose consciousness, and it does not only happen in the front seat. Sometimes, even when you sit at the back seat, someone may suddenly come close to you, use something on your face, and before you know it, you pass out. This is happening, and it is happening more often than many people realize. In some cases, you may even look like you are just sleeping. And while you are in that condition, the vehicle may pass through several checkpoints without anyone noticing that something is wrong. That brings me to another serious concern. Many of our policemen on the highways are often more interested in collecting money from shuttle buses than actually checking what is happening inside those vehicles. They do not properly search. They do not properly inspect. They do not stop to find out what or who is inside the shuttle bus. Instead, many of these shuttle buses are allowed to pass after giving 100 naira or 200 naira. And because of that weak system, these criminals continue to use shuttle buses as a tool. They kidnap people, they take them into the forest, and they collect money from them and from their families. If you are watching this right now, I believe this message is important because somebody close to you, your friend, your family member, your neighbor may be traveling soon. They may be planning to enter a shuttle bus. They may be going somewhere without knowing the danger. Please warn them. Tell them to be extremely careful. As of now, the lady is still in the kidnapper's custody, and sadly, no one knows exactly what she may be going through there at this moment. Now, there is another account that also deserves attention. A TikTok lady known as Molat has also come out to share what she personally experienced in the hands of one-chance robbers in Abuja. According to the report, this happened on Monday, the 9th of March 2026. I would really love for you to listen to our experience and learn from it.
I survived a one-chance robbery in Abuja, and it could have been worse than this. Okay, on Monday evening by 7 p.m., me and my colleague closed from work, about to go home at Area 11 Junction, the normal place we used to get our car back to the house to go do. That was where this incident happened. We entered the car. Immediately when we entered the car, the driver just on this child lock, and we were like, why are you on the child lock? Immediately the man just wind up, and we started shouting. They started beating us on our faces, struggling our neck. I even have some scars here, beating us on our eyes, beating us. We're struggling with them, struggling with them, me and my colleague. At the end of the day, we could not fight them. We had to just give up because they overpowered us. There were two men at the back seat, the driver and one other girl in front. They collected our bags, they removed our phones, they asked us to unlock our phones. They opened our bank apps. They asked my friend to transfer the money from her OPay to her Union Bank because there was a card there, and they will use it to withdraw the money. That's how we're begging them. We said, sir, we are going to comply. They said, we are going to give them 10 million naira. We said, we don't have that money. They said, then they will rape us or they will take us to Kaduna Forest. That's how we're begging them. Then the other guy said, even if they will let us be, they will allow my friend to go. But me, since I was struggling with him because I caught his wristwatch, and I think I gave him some injuries because of my nails, that since I was struggling with him, that he's going to teach me a lesson. He will rape me. He put his hand inside my trousers, came to my breast and pressed my breast, that he's going to rape me. That because me, I was thinking I'm strong enough, that he's going to deal with us, that they'll drop my friend. My friend started begging that, please, you should let the two of us go. He said, no, he's not. So we're just begging. At that point, I just started giving up. I was telling God, God, is this the end of my life? Is this how my life will end? Please, don't do this to me. That's what I kept telling God. I said, God, please, don't do this to me. So we kept begging. So they got to a point, they just stopped. They were asking us that where I'm from. I now told them I'm from Jos. So the driver now started pleading with the other guy that please, that he shouldn't touch me because I'm his sister and all. Later they kept moving again. Told them that please, they should forgive me. The other guy said he's not going to let me be because I was trying to prove that I'm strong. So he's going to deal with me. He must rape me, or they will waste me, or they will take me to the forest. That's what he kept saying. My friend was crying and begging, please. I also joined her. I was begging them, please. They bend our neck not to see their face. So at that point, I just discovered that my second phone was inside my pocket. So that's how I quietly removed it from my pocket. I now put it in my beat. I was just praying nobody should call me. I know that I pressed the button, but I don't know if the phone was on silent or not. So that's how we kept moving. Later on, they said they need 10 million naira. And if we cannot give them, that in fact, we are not the kind of people they are looking for. They are looking for people that will give them millions because their bosses must win this election. That how do they get their money? They kept saying a lot of things. Then they said even this money they got from us, that is just chicken change that they will use to eat. That this is not the kind of money they want. So they are going to drop us. They just got to a point, they just asked us to close our eyes, and one of them held our hands that we should pack our shoes, put it on. They now dropped us at the point we don't even know. They just dropped us there and zoom up. I'm sharing this story. Abuja people, please, you people should be careful. at bus stops, wherever you take your car, people should be careful. Whenever your instinct is trying to tell you something, follow your instincts, okay? And I'm saying this story, I'm sharing this story not for pity, but for people out there to be careful. People should be careful in Abuja. They were saying a lot of things that this forthcoming election, they are going to do what they can do to be able to put, we don't know who is their boss, that their boss must rule again, that their boss must win again, that they must make all this money, they must find all this money because they don't have any means. So you people should be, please, you people should be safe out there. Please be vigilant anytime you go out at night. Check the car you are using.
Now let me say this, the issue of licensing guns for Nigerians is one that will always bring different opinions. On one hand, it may solve many problems. On the other hand, it may also create new problems. But looking at it from my own angle, I believe it could help many responsible Nigerians who would not misuse that opportunity or turn it into a tool for abuse. Because in some situations, self-defense can make all the difference. In this case, if not for the sound of a gunshot fired by a neighbor, those robbers may not have fled. That sound forced them to run, and that alone may have prevented something even worse from happening. Take a look at this video and you will see everything that happened captured by the CCTV. So I want you to watch this video carefully, and after watching, tell me what you think in the comment.
There are 4 plus the one we wear trousers 5. That one just stand outside. We look for them.
They don't know if they want to again. But now, you just to walk around to find where they feel.
That sounds. Once my guy look great. Okay. Let me cover their face. They still reach 5 minutes. Okay, you can should go. So without if the
Do you believe Nigeria is doing enough to fight one-chance robbery and kidnapping? Do you think stricter transport checks can help? And what are your thoughts on licensed gun ownership for responsible citizens? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and please, wherever you are going, stay alert and stay safe.